I'm in the Polestar 4 dual motor. We have 544 horsepower, 400 kilowatt, top speed 200 kilometers an hour. And I'm now going to my normal spot where I try to drive a bit faster. It's wet and it's raining a tiny bit, and it's during the week. So there are trucks on the highway. We'll see how it goes. I've driven the car already a few times at 200, so I have already a bit of an opinion, but you have to see as well.
Every EV driver encountered this scenario.
This charger doesn't work.
What if I tell you can help the community improve the charging network and get something out of it? N-Charge. Share your experiences and impressions at the charging station via N-Charge. Give direct feedback, receive kilometers and stars, collect kilometers and exchange them for charging credits. Use the link in the description and get 20 kilometers for free.
I'm at 86% and I'm gonna reset my trip. So I have to slow down a bit because it's raining, it's wet, and there's a slippery warning for this stretch. And that's not nice. I don't want that. It shouldn't be unsafe. What I can say about the car, acceleration is bonkers. It feels amazing. Really great acceleration. Regen, when you drive fast and you get off the accelerator pedal, is pretty weak, but that's good. It makes it feel stable. You need the brake pedal. The brakes feel really amazing. The car at high speeds, even when it's wet like this and in a horrible road, which this is, awesome. It really drives great. I have my steering in hard and my suspension in agile, and it's really good. Feels amazing. The whole car feels great at high speeds. Awesome. And I remember that when I drove this car for the first time in September of 24, I did just a tiny little run at 200 kilometers an hour, and even then I was already impressed how amazing it is. It's a great car for high speeds and if you want to use the power. And even in cornering, when you drive a bit into corners, it's awesome. So I love this car when it comes to this aspect. That's very, very nice. I enjoy it immensely. So I drive on this stretch of highway on purpose because it's a bit crooked here and there. There are holes, there's a lot of parts where they repaired stuff, and it still drives great. And even now, when it's wet, 190, even wind from the side, it's awesome. Feels so stable. The steering wheel is not affected, that it goes left and right. You're totally in control. Awesome. A very, very good car when it comes to suspension, steering, the whole balance, the whole driving. Amazing. Okay, so far we have used 12% of the battery, consumption 427, but I had to slow down so many times like now because of traffic, and I drove a bit slower with the rain. Average speed only 154 kilometers an hour. Of course I am in performance mode where the accelerator pedal is very sensitive and you get full power right away. There's also the range mode where it takes a bit till when you floor it till you have full power, but look at this. Awesome. I can feel the wind a bit from the side, and I noticed this before that the car, even though it's not a gigantic SUV, is a bit affected by wind, and today it's not extremely windy. Since it's still very wet and the wind, I'm not driving the top speed right now. I don't trust it. Safety first. Well, driving 195. Yeah, but even in these horrible conditions, it's wet, it's raining, trucks on the sides, wind from the side, it still drives great and stable and everything. Wow, it's raining like crazy now. And the road is really horrible for a highway. I can feel the sideways tilt and the bumps and everything, and it's still great. So we have used 24% of the battery, drove 53 kilometers, average consumption 432 watt-hours per kilometer, 152 kilometers an hour is our average speed. Okay, what have we learned? This car is amazing when it comes to high speeds and using power. Incredible. One of the best cars I have ever tested. It's also because it's limited to 200, maybe at 210 or so, it's not that comfortable and stable anymore. But at 200, it's really awesome, even in horrible conditions. The power is amazing. Very, very impressive. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.